They are open. For Stanley County, Reed Wyzorek, and for Lyman, Gunnar Johnson or Luke Anderson. At 182 pounds, for Todd County, Lancer Whitefeather. Stanley County is open, and Lyman is open. At 195 pounds, for Todd County, Blaine LaPointe. For Stanley County, Nate Nelson, and Lyman is open. In the 220-pound weight class, for Todd County, they will send either William Marshall or Eden Arcorin. For Stanley County, Sidney Tubbs, and for Lyman, either Demery Hood or Louis Theory. And at 285, for Todd County, Waylon Marshall. For Stanley County, Dylan Endres. And for Lyman, Jaden Biggers. The first match of this evening will feature the Todd County Falcons and the Stanley County Buffaloes. And now please, would everyone stand and face the flag, and we will recite the flag pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Let's wrestle! Am I set to go? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is D. Scott Muirhead, and I would like to welcome everybody to tonight's Raiders Live broadcast of this first of the season home duel for the Lyman Raiders. Visiting the Lyman Gardens for tonight's contest are our neighbors to the north, Stanley County, and to the south, Todd County. The first match of the evening will feature the Todd County Falcons. They are in blue versus the Stanley County Buffaloes. They are in purple. I've been asked to announce that the state oral and terp contest, which was to take place in Watertown tomorrow and Friday, has been postponed. The South Dakota High School Activities Association is currently searching for a rescheduled date. And here at 106 pounds, Stanley County will pick up the forfeit. And at 113 pounds, Stanley County will pick up another forfeit, and that will bring the score in this duel to 12-0 in favor of Stanley County. Yeah, it is now. Just as soon as he puts his hand up. That's okay. Should have a match for you in just a moment, folks. We've got Charles Fasthorse from Todd County that should be wrestling with Trey Frost from Stanley County. It is very, very early in our wrestling season. But I would mention here that if you follow the preseason rankings on Dakota Grappler, and I know many of you do, you'll note that we have a few rated wrestlers in tonight's contest. For Lyman, Bryson Muirhead is ranked 10th at 113 pounds. Shiloh Mowry is ranked 11th at 120 pounds, and Jaden Biggers is ranked 4th at 285 pounds for the Raiders. For Stanley County, J.D. Carter is currently ranked 8th in the 145-pound weight class for the Buffaloes. Of course, it's always to be mentioned, rankings should always be taken with a grain of salt. Weight classes solidify through the season. Injuries and similar things happen as well. Just remember, it's not where you're ranked, but where you finish that counts. Best of luck throughout the season for all these competitors. I'm not certain what our holdup is right now. Do you have any idea? In the meantime, we can talk a little bit of wrestling. We have upcoming this weekend on Saturday for all three of these teams, the Stanley County Open. The Invitational is supposed to start at 9 o'clock in the morning, but due to weather conditions, and these are ever changing, we understand that an announcement will be made whether the tournament's a go or whether there's a postponement or cancellation sometime tomorrow afternoon. So I would think you probably want to stay in touch with your schools, and I would think probably the local television and radio affiliates will also have information for you. I'm guessing by this type of holdup that we probably have an issue with track wrestling. As many of you know, that's the scoring system that we use throughout the state of South Dakota. I see that the computer is in use down on the scoring table, and it looks to me like we have some sort of a hang-up down there. So just stay tuned. We have wrestlers who are willing and wanting to wrestle, and we should have things going shortly. I do have a few other announcements that I can make mention while we're waiting for things to get started. I'd sure like to put in a plug right now for the Mid-Dakota Monster. That event will be hosted here at the Lyman Gardens on Friday through Saturday, January 4th and 5th of 2019. Typically we have 24 or so teams in attendance. Many of the weight classes utilize a 32-man bracket and features some of the fiercest competitors in the state of South Dakota. Lyman places 8 in each of the weight classes, and there is a tremendous amount of top-level wrestling to watch. You're guaranteed to get your money's worth, and you are cordially invited to attend. And if you can't make it, of course, you can catch the action on Raiders Live. And there we have the forfeit now recorded at 113 pounds for Stanley County. Apparently we have our computer issues for scoring all tidied up, and we're ready to go now. And Trey Frost reports and this will be Charles Fasthorse for Todd County, who has just reported. Official Chris Dozark instructs the wrestlers to put on their leg bands and take the circle. And here we go. Frost is quick to get busy with his hands in this match. Again, it's early in the match, early in the season. Nice shuck down there. No shot on that. Nice shot by Frost. Has Fasthorse to his hip and covers him up for 2 points, and this is the takedown. Fasthorse gets his hips up. Frost looks to be hooking up some sort of a ball and chain, it looks like. He doesn't have exposure yet, but he keeps turning him. Coach Heller instructs him to get his head in the side. Gives up the ball and chain. Fasthorse again returns to his base position. And we remain at 2-0. Cradle set up here. Let's see if Frost can bring that back. Nope. Fast Horse positions himself away from it. And the wrestlers go off the mat. We get a restart here with 53 seconds left in the first period. Fast Horse is now set. We see Trey get a leg in right away here. Set up a ride. Collects the far arm. He's going to try to rock Fast Horse back for back points. Let's see how that goes. Nope, he resets himself, leaves the hips in, uses a crossface on the left-hand side. Here it comes again. We're looking, oh, no, we were looking for a cradle on the far side, but we're going to go back and lock that arm up and see if we can get Fast Horse turned over. 10 seconds left in the period. Frost is going to have to be quick here if he wants to get exposure points on this hold. Not quite fast enough. That's the end of the first period, and we're scored 2-0 Frost, Stanley County. Fast Horse has choice. His coach instructs him to take the defensive position. He'll take down. Frost is being told to get on. And we have action starting. Tilt position here by Frost. He's picking up back points. 3, 4, 5. Official Dozark is holding 3 near fall points, but it looks like a pin is coming right here. And so it is recorded. In 2 minutes and 14 seconds, Trey Frost picks up the win and the pin for Stanley County. That brings the score on the duel to 18-0. We are at 126 pounds. Now I'm uncertain which wrestler is that picked it up for Stanley County, as I don't have anybody at 126 pounds on the weigh-in sheet that I was given. We're at 132. I'm guessing that was Kevin Holly that picked up the win at 126. He was listed at 132, but probably weighed in at 126 tonight. So we're open at 132. Looks like we're going to go to 138 pounds now. At 145. At 145, we have J.D. Carter and we have Hugo Jansen for Todd County. As I mentioned earlier in the preseason poll, we have J.D. Carter ranked 8th in the state. We've seen a lot of dominant performances from J.D. over the years. He starts right away with a good deep takedown. 2 points. 2 points near fall for the back exposure against Jansen. Hooks up an arm bar, goes to a leg. Tilt position here. We have a 3-point near fall being held. It's not scored yet because Carter may wind up going ahead and turning this into a pin. But it looks like they're going to scoot off the mat. Nope, Carter pulls him back on. He's got him deep here. Official Dozark's looking it over. And the pin is scored with 45 seconds here in the first period. And that brings our match score to 36-0 in favor of Stanley County. At 1:52, we should have, for Todd County, Jay-Sean Settlemeyer, and Stanley County should be open. And this is Jay-Sean that's going to take the mat here for the Falcons. His hand will be raised in a forfeit, and that'll get Todd County Falcons on the board. And so with that forfeit, the Falcons now pick up 6 points. The match score is 36-6 as we go to the 160-pound weight class. We should have 2 wrestlers here. We should have Ralph Young for Todd County and Isaac Cliff for Stanley County. Okay, Ralph Young picks up his leg band. And we're ready to go. Official Dozark says, let's wrestle. Some nice hand fighting here, some good movement. Nice shot here, taken by Isaac Cliff. 2 points. Always a good way to start a match. Buries a half right away. That's a deep one. Oh boy, elbow deep. Coach Heller's instructing him, look up, get the pressure on him, chest to chest. Official Dozark's looking this over. And he slaps the mat. A 29-second pinfall for Isaac Cliff at 160 pounds for the Stanley County Buffaloes. And that brings our match score now to 42-6. On paper, Todd County should be open at 170, and Reed Wyzorik should pick up a forfeit for Stanley County. And Reed Wyzorik checks in at the table. Official Dozark checks again with Todd County. They're open. And so Reed Wyzorik of Stanley County picks up a forfeit at 170 pounds, and that'll bring our match score to 48-6. Well, when we go to the 182-pound weight class, on paper, we should have Lancer Whitefeather for Todd County, and it should be open for Stanley County. And Lancer Whitefeather's arm is raised. He accepts the forfeit for Todd County. That brings our match score to 48-12. We should have a match here at 195. Todd County should send Blaine LaPointe, and we should have Nate Nelson for Stanley County. Nate has his leg band on. Blaine puts his leg band on. We're ready to wrestle. Official Dozark says, get your foot on the line, fellas. And we're off. Nice shot here. Nelson's trying to finish it. Have a nice sprawl here by Blaine LaPointe. And LaPointe now has 2 points scored for him. And he turns Nate Nelson into a pinning position off the cradle. And Official Dozark slaps the mat for a 25-second pin for Blaine LaPointe. And that puts another 6 points on the board for the Falcons. Match score is now 48-18. And at 220 pounds, we have Sidney Tubbs for Stanley County. And we have William Marshall for Todd County. Immediately we go to a head tie, initiated by Tubbs. Marshall clears him off. Heavy hands, just like Coach teaches you. Of course, we don't want push so much. We want some lateral movement. Oh, nice shot by Tubbs here. He's going to try to use his single leg takedown. Use his head. Nice whizzer applied there by William Marshall to counter that. We're back to neutral position with no points scored. Again, Tubbs gets in on the shot. He's countered off by William Marshall. Oh, Marshall counters with his shot. He's in deep. There's the 2 points right there. His coach instructs him, cut him loose, giving a 1 point escape to Sidney Tubbs, and hope that he gets another takedown. Here's another deep shot. Marshall's trying to finish here. Tubbs is trying to use his own whizzer. 2 points are scored for William Marshall. He immediately releases Tubbs for a 1 point escape. We're now at a match score of 4-2. Marshall's heavy on the head. 30 seconds left in the period. Hand fighting. Again, working on the head hard, heavy hands. Try to wear your opponent out. Marshall gets a leg. Ties that up. Coach says short time. Don't give this up. See if you can lock up your cradle. Turn him over with that if you can. Tubbs holds on the leg to counter him. Looks like we're going to run out of time on this one, though. So at the end of the first period of wrestling, we have a score of 6-2 in favor of Marshall of Todd County. Marshall chooses the down position, the defensive position. We're underway here in the second period. We have locked hands. It's a 1 point technical violation scored against Tubbs. This will be 1 point, but it is scored after the move is completed. We have also a reversal here by William Marshall, bringing the match score to 9-2. Marshall's trying to dig an arm. Breaks him down his hip. Using a hammer lock across the back. Marshall's trying to get some pressure on this. Tubbs is closing off his elbow on the far side to stop him from hooking something up. Looks like we have a bar arm now. Yes, we do. We have a bar arm. Marshall goes around the head. And there's the back exposure. We might have a pin here, folks. We're not going to get a very good look at this angle. But there it is. Official Dozark slaps the mat. We have a pin in 2 minutes and 52 seconds. And that should bring us to the 285-pound match. Dylan Endress, Stanley County, with Waylon Marshall of Todd County. Our dual score is 48-24. Those leg bands are just not built for guys as big as this. Here we go. Endress initiated contact. Again, these big guys like to go heavy to the head. Try to pull the opponent into the mat, and then scoot around behind to pick up the 2-point near fall. Or, excuse me, 2-point takedown. Here we go. Endress is a little bit too much on his toes for his coach is good. Assistant Coach Henniger is in the corner on this particular match for Dylan Endress. Both of these 285-pounders are big, strong fellas with pretty long arms. If that head tie doesn't work, you'll probably see someone go to an arm tie of some kind. Have an over tie here that you can see being used by Marshall. Break it off. 25 seconds left in the period. Again, another head snap. Circle back into the center. Here we go. 15 seconds left in the period. Heavy hands. Heavy hands on the head really wind up meaning a lot as this match progresses. It's very, very wearing on wrestlers to have somebody pulling them down to the mat like that. We're scoreless here. It's Red's choice. Endress chooses down, the defensive position. Tries to initiate a switch. Marshall was looking for it. He has Endress's hips solidly broke down to the mat, but official Dozark's going to be looking for some action on Marshall's part to try to get in a half Nelson, an arm bar. Here's the power half right here. Need to get something going on top. Just riding on top of a wrestler's back is generally not allowed for any great length of time. We may see a stalling call. Okay, here we go. Marshall right now has an arm bar. He's pulled that into position. He's looking for a half over here on his right side. He's got it buried. Blocks off the elbow. Okay, he's going to try to torque this down. Turn him over here. Really nice job on countering that by Dylan. And Dylan Endress comes up with the escape and now leads this match 1-0. Tenacious match. Really nice job on that. You have under a minute left in the period. Look for some action. They'll center back up again with 40 seconds left in the period. Heavy hands. Marshall needs to make something happen here. Endress has to keep pounding away on it so he doesn't have a stall call put against him. If he continues to back up, he's probably going to get dinged with a warning here. We're to under 20 seconds now. Marshall needs to have a sense of urgency. It looks like we're going to run out of time on this second period here. Oh, Oh, no points are scored. No points are scored. All right, we're going to enter the third period here. And on his choice, Marshall takes down. Marshall does a beautiful job of scooching his hips over. Gets the reversal too. And here are back points right now. He's going to try to get chest to chest on Dylan Endress. And there's the pin 13 seconds into the third period. So with a pinfall at 4:13, Waylon Marshall wins this 285-pound match for Stanley County, bringing the final score to 54-30. We're going to have a little break here before we get to the second duel of the night. Of course, we're going to be featuring the home crew, Lyman Raiders. Typically, they duel the team that came the furthest. That would be Todd County. So I'm assuming that's what we're going to have here. And that'll be here in a few minutes. So for right now, we'll let our sponsors talk to you.
All Lyman Raiders and Lady Raiders activities and invite you to stop in before or after the game. Everyone at Hutch's says go Raiders.
Dakota Mill and Grain, located at 402 North Main Street in Presho, is your local grain warehouse and agronomy center. They are now a 110 shuttle load facility. During the harvest seasons, Dakota Mill and Grain can store your corn, sunflowers, milo, soybeans, white milo, and wheat. They will also provide you with high-quality fertilizer, pest control products, and chemical applications for all your farming needs. For questions, call manager Dave Cole at 605-895-2531 or stop by their location. Dakota Mill and Grain is a proud supporter of all Lyman school activities.
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
The Golden Buffalo Casino at Lower Brule is proud of our area youth for their competitive spirit and participation in the various high school activities. It takes dedication and commitment to be the best you can be. It's all about sportsmanship and not whether you win or lose, but how you play the game. The Golden Buffalo Casino is your winning destination for great food and more ways to win, more often. Our youth, our future. We at the Golden Buffalo Casino say thanks for all you do.
The Prairie Post in Presho, South Dakota is the area's premier convenience store stop. We are proud sponsors of all the boys and girls activities on Lyman Raiders Live. The Prairie Post has everything essential for your traveling needs and are tailored for fast breaks in your schedule. We have quality products and friendly staff, all devised for the demands of your travel. And if you have a few, stop in for some friends and fun at the Prairie Post. The Prairie Post in Presho, the area's best stop when traveling to or from the games in Lyman. Good luck in today's event.
For nearly 70 years, Iverson's has been a staple in the Mitchell community and the area's destination for the best selection of quality pre-owned vehicles and a full lineup of award-winning Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ford, and Ram vehicles. Iverson Auto is proud to be able to offer our stress-free, laid-back approach to car buying at 3 locations to better serve the local area. Check out Iverson Chrysler in Mitchell or Iverson Chrysler and Iverson Ford in Huron. View the entire 3-store inventory online anytime at iversonauto.com.
Right now is a great time to be planning for the next growing season. Fall fertilizer application can give your crops a strong start in the spring. Because the nutrients available and needed in each field vary, your Agtegra agronomist can help determine your specific nutrient needs and the benefits of applying them now. To optimize your inputs for next year's crop, contact your Agtegra agronomist for details or visit agtegra.com today.
Hutch's Cafe, located just off Interstate 90 in Presho, has been family-owned and operated since 1967. Hutch's Cafe and Lounge is a true piece of Americana preserved where you'll enjoy a small-town atmosphere with exceptionally warm and welcoming service. You will love their delicious food, including some of the best beef and cocktails in the Midwest. Hutch's is a proud supporter of all Lyman Raiders and Lady Raiders activities and invites you to stop in before or after the game. Everyone at Hutch's says, "Go Raiders."
Dakota Mill and Grain, located at 402 North Main Street in Presho, is your local grain warehouse and agronomy center. They are now a 110 shuttle load facility. During the harvest seasons, Dakota Mill and Grain can store your corn, sunflowers, milo, soybeans, white milo, and wheat. They will also provide you with high-quality fertilizer, pest control products, and chemical applications for all your farming needs. For questions, call manager Dave Cole at 605-895-2531 or stop by their location. Dakota Mill and Grain is a proud supporter of all Lyman school activities.
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
The Golden Buffalo Casino at Lower Brule is proud of our area youth for their competitive spirit and participation in the various high school activities. It takes dedication and commitment to be the best you can be. It's all about sportsmanship and not whether you win or lose, but how you play the game. The Golden Buffalo Casino is your winning destination for great food and more ways to win, more often. Our youth, our future. We at the Golden Buffalo Casino say thanks for all you do.
The Prairie Post in Presho, South Dakota is the area's premier convenience store stop. We are proud sponsors of all the boys and girls activities on Lyman Raiders Live. The Prairie Post has everything essential for your traveling needs and are tailored for fast breaks in your schedule. We have quality products and friendly staff, all devised for the demands of your travel. And if you have a few, stop in for some friends and fun at the Prairie Post. The Prairie Post in Presho, the area's best stop when traveling to or from the games in Lyman. Good luck in today's event.
For nearly 70 years, Iverson's has been a staple in the Mitchell community and the area's destination for the best selection of quality pre-owned vehicles and a full lineup of award-winning Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ford, and Ram vehicles. Iverson Auto is proud to be able to offer our stress-free, laid-back approach to car buying at 3 locations to better serve the local area. Check out Iverson Chrysler in Mitchell or Iverson Chrysler and Iverson Ford in Huron. View the entire 3-store inventory online anytime at iversonauto.com.
Right now is a great time to be planning for the next growing season. Fall fertilizer application can give your crops a strong start in the spring. Because the nutrients available and needed in each field vary, your Agtegra agronomist can help determine your specific nutrient needs and the benefits of applying them now. To optimize your inputs for next year's crop, contact your Agtegra agronomist for details or visit agtegra.com today.
Hutch's Cafe, located just off Interstate 90 in Presho, has been family-owned and operated since 1967. Hutch's Cafe and Lounge is a true piece of Americana preserved where you'll enjoy a small-town atmosphere with exceptionally warm and welcoming service. You will love their delicious food, including some of the best beef and cocktails in the Midwest. Hutch's is a proud supporter of all Lyman Raiders and Lady Raiders activities and invites you to stop in before or after the game. Everyone at Hutch's says, "Go Raiders."
Dakota Mill and Grain, located at 402 North Main Street in Presho, is your local grain warehouse and agronomy center. They are now a 110 shuttle load facility. During the harvest seasons, Dakota Mill and Grain can store your corn, sunflowers, milo, soybeans, white milo, and wheat. They will also provide you with high-quality fertilizer, pest control products, and chemical applications for all your farming needs. For questions, call manager Dave Cole at 605-895-2531 or stop by their location. Dakota Mill and Grain is a proud supporter of all Lyman school activities.
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you Bank.
The Golden Buffalo Casino at Lower Brule is proud of our area youth for their competitive spirit and participation in the various high school activities. It takes dedication and commitment to be the best you can be. It's all about sportsmanship and not whether you win or lose, but how you play the game. The Golden Buffalo Casino is your winning destination for great food and more ways to win more often. Our youth, our future. We at the Golden Buffalo Casino say
We had the flip of the disc, came up red. And that will have to do with the order in which one team or the other sends out first. A lot of times in dual competition you have a certain amount of shifting wrestlers around from one weight class to another, and so there's a priority about who you send to the mat first, or which team sends first. It appears we're ready to get this second duel of the night ready to go. We have Todd County Falcons with the home Lyman Raiders. At 1:06, the Raiders will send Bryson Muirhead to the mat. And Todd County is open, so you'll see Bryson receive a forfeit here. 6-0 is the dual score. At 1:13, again, Todd County is open. Lyman will send Kellen Griffith out to receive the forfeit. Kellen's in his first year as a varsity wrestler. He's had good success in the AAU program and in the middle school program. And it appears again that we have some sort of a hang-up with track wrestling. So we're going to need to be just a little bit patient here. Again, in the meantime, this is D. Scott Muirhead. And again, I'd like to welcome you to tonight's Raiders Live broadcast. Here at the table tonight, the computer is being run by one of our high school students, William Robbins. And of course, the man with the plan, Mr. Technical, we have Matthew Bunkers. Mr. Bunker, outstanding technique guy when it comes to computers, and all of our, oh, there we go, Kellen Griffith with a 113-pound forfeit. And also, I understand, is a tremendous lawnmower racer. At least he's got a big trophy that says so. Here we go at 120 pounds. First action here in this duel. We have Shiloh Mowry out here for the Raiders. And we have Charles Fasthorse for Todd County. Shiloh does a nice head snap, comes around behind for two. Going to double up the arms here. Looking for an arm bar of some kind, it looks like. Half Nelson. He's got a wrist on the inside. Official stops it. We're going to restart. Coach Johnson for the Raiders says, let's go ahead and start in the neutral position. So Shiloh will give 1 point to Charles Fasthorse for an escape. And we'll start again at 2-1. Nice heel pick. 2 points. Mowry climbs up his frame. Again, he's going to go to work on the arms. Buries a half and takes Fasthorse over. He's going to try to drive his half in elbow deep so he can elevate the head. Coach is telling him to get his head up in the air. And there's the pin. So with 39 seconds, Shiloh Mowry records his first victory of the year. And the team score then goes to 18-0. We're now at 126. Todd County should be open in the next 3 weight classes. Lyman has a variety of wrestlers that they might send in these classes. We'll see what we got going on. It looks like maybe we have Tance Wagner. Yep, Tance is going to come up here and receive the forfeit at 126 pounds. He'll start the season out with a victory this night. Good deal. We'll go to 132, and again, Todd County's open. Lyman will send Rory McManus out to pick up the forfeit. The team score is now at 30-0. We're the 138-pound weight class. Lyman will bump up their lineup and put Tyrone Oldenkamp on the mat at 138. And he also will receive a forfeit. That'll bring us to the 145-pound weight class. And Lyman sends Jacob Hofer to report. Hugo Jansen reports for Todd County. Hofer had some injury issues at the end of last season. Kind of dampened his hopes for a run into the postseason. He's excited to get with it. Jumps right on it here. Goes to an arm tie. Changes level. That looked pretty good. Good head position here. Resets. He's going to look to change levels on him. Get below his arms and get a shot. There you go. Nothing yet. Minute and a half left in the period. Hofer uses an underhook on the left side here. Steers his opponent around. See if we get a reshot here. Nope, going to step off the mat instead. Here we go again. Again, we have a kind of an underhook going on the left side here. Some head pressure on the right side. We're down to 50 seconds left in this first period. Hofer switches up his ties again. And just that quick, Jansen switches up his ties. We're down to 30 seconds. See if there's a little urgency here on these wrestlers' parts to score 2 points here. Down to 20 seconds. We're still fighting the hands here. 15 seconds. This is where you're looking to score a point. There's a shot by Hofer. Nothing. Break off. 10 seconds left. Jansen circles up. Feigns a shot. Hofer defends that, and we're going to run out of time. Official Dozark shows the disc color is for Lyman to make choice. Lyman in green. Coach Johnson tells Hofer, let's go ahead and choose down on this. Try to get the first points scored in this match. Signals Jansen to come on. Here we go. Nice sit up by Hofer. Reversal 2 right into a half Nelson. Coach is saying stretch that out. Turn him over with it. Drive him forward. Drive him forward. Drive him forward. There it is right there. Bury your half and you got it, Hofer. There it is. Get out to the side and run that. Really nice job countering there by Jansen. Good job on that. Coach Johnson is encouraging Hofer to wrestle on the edge. Pull him back on. You got a cradle hooked up here. Pull him back on. Coach Dozark, or official Dozark, says that's far enough, guys. Let's get back to the center of the match, and try it again. Jansen's on the bomb. Let's see how Hofer does in advantage position. Goes to an ankle. Jansen's to his feet. Hofer has to return him. That was tricky. Oh, technical violation against Hofer for locked hands. Now he gives up 1 point for the escape. So Jansen will receive 2 points, 1 for the escape and 1 for the technical violation, locked hands. We're now at 2-2, and we're under a minute here in the second period. Hofer uses a heavy left hand and circles. Two points for Hofer. Misstep there by Jansen. Hofer is in right position for it. Both wrestlers go off the mat. 26 seconds left in the second period. Coach Johnson is informing Hofer that he needs to ride this period out for 26 seconds. No clasp, looks good, brings him back to his base, runs a half, runs a crossface. Down to 15 seconds. Got a butcher set up here. Hofer's trying to get some back points out of this. We got 10 seconds left of the period. Stretches him out, stretches him out. Two, 1, time. No points scored. We stay at 4-2 in favor of Hofer as we enter this third and final period. Jansen selects down. Hofer covers. Let's wrestle. Again, Hofer goes to the ankle, stretches him out. Hofer controls his opponent, takes Jansen off the mat. Just 12 seconds have expired. Let's see what we got going on here. Jansen stays in his base. Hofer blocks off the thigh, stretches him out, gets his hips broke down. This is where Coach Johnson liked to see Hofer wrestle. Crossface here. No cradle. Hofer's got a really strong setup with a right hand crossface. He's looking to post behind the knee. We can see that here. Nope. Immediately, Jansen bellies out. Hofer is warned for stalling. Coach Johnson, I think, is probably encouraging him to set that butcher up again. And off the mat we go again. Coach Dean for Todd County is instructing his wrestler. That's what he wants you to do, is go off the mat. Stay on the mat, make him wrestle. One point for the escape. The match tightens 4-3 in favor of Hofer and Lyman. We're down the last 50 seconds of the match. For stepping out, Hofer is given a 1 point stalling penalty. That ties our score up at 4-4. No writing this period out. Someone's got to score here. We're down to 30 seconds. Both wrestlers show a stout defense on the feigned shot. Hofer's in here, but he hasn't cleared his arm. And he gives up 2 points to Jansen. He's also in danger, there it is, giving up near fall points. Coach Johnson is encouraging Hofer to bridge, stay off his back. There's only 3 seconds left in the period. And right at the buzzer, Jansen records the pin for the Todd County Falcons. The dual score now is 36-6 in favor of the Raiders. We go to 152. We should see Jay-Sean Sedemeyer for Todd County, and he reports. And for Lyman at 152, Blake Broderick is going to step out here. Blake's a freshman. Nice aggressive shot by Blake. Get your head up, Blake. Finish what you started. Nice job. He steps up, holds on that leg. Nice cross face. And there's 2 points for the takedown. Blake goes right away for that cradle on the far side. He's trying to lock that up. He's got his hands locked. Here we go. Near fall points. Count them, official Dozark. 3 points. Broderick goes up 5-0. Oh, he just made a serious boo-boo. He had in his left hand half Nelson, and when he was trying to switch his hands off, he dropped his right hand in as well, allowing a full Nelson call to be called against him. So he loses a penalty point on that. 5-1 on the restart. Broderick does a nice job of driving his opponent forward, but he hasn't got him broke down yet. Now he does. He's going to go to work on that 2-on-1 on the arm. Nice heavy forearm there. Here's the half, power half. Slides the lock, walks around the head. We're going to get back points out of this. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Coach Johnson says, now get your chest weight on his chest. Finish it up. Broderick needs to keep adjusting, get chest to chest as best he can on his opponent so he can get his shoulders to the mat. And there it is. In 1 minute and 15 seconds, a pinfall for Blake Broderick here in this 152-pound match. That brings our match score to 42-6. We'll go to 160 pounds now. Todd County, they're going to have Ralph Young on the mat. And Isaac McManigal is going to step out here. Isaac's a young fellow. He's a 7th grader this year. Let's see what he's got to offer. Young gets heavy with the hands, but he's kind of leaning back on his heels here a little bit. Takes a shot. McManigal does a nice counter. Lost his balance, though. He's below him if he can figure out how to get to his legs. Now we're back to neutral again. Busy hands, fellas. Nice shot by Young. 2 points. Goes immediately for an arm. Hooks up a hammer lock here. Let's see what he's going to use to finish that with. Official Dozark has us blocked off here, so can't see exactly what he's doing. Here's the hammer lock position again. Young's got a minute left here to figure out what he wants to do with that. He's trying to get a half in, but he needs to jump over to the other side if he's going to use that. McManigal wiggles his arms loose again. Good for him. Young's working on a cradle. He's got that hooked up. McManigal goes to his back. Official Dozark is counting. There's at least 3 near fall points there. McManigal's trying to keep off both shoulders. 1 shoulder in contact is fine, but 2 when you get pinned. McManigal keeps pushing off with his left leg. With his right leg. Coach Johnson is encouraging. Hang in there. You've almost got through. We're down to the last 10 seconds in the period. Two seconds, 1 second. And McManigal yields the 3-point near fall, but he doesn't give up the pin. Very encouraging with a young wrestler. Go to the second period here. McManigal has choice. He's talking with Coach. Coach is saying, what do you want to do with this? He goes, well, let's go neutral. Put your feet on the line. There you go. Here we go. Second period action. Young initiates contact, uses heavy hands on this. McManigal's got to get his hips back. 2 points for Young. He's also got back points here. He's got a half Nelson here. He's trying to post McManigal's arm. He's got it now. He'll go chest to chest on that and try to wrap up the pinfall for Todd County Falcons. McManigal, though, keeps moving his arms around and getting out of position with him. Young has the near fall secured. And there's the pinfall. So in 2 minutes and 39 seconds, Young records the pinfall victory for the Todd County Falcons. But a valiant effort there by Isaac McManigal. He was kind of in a jackpot there in the first period, and he kept himself from getting pinned and bought himself another period. An important lesson for young wrestlers. We go now to 170 pounds. Todd County is open here, and Lyman will either be sending Gunnar Johnson or Luke Anderson out. Luke Anderson is going to come out and receive the forfeit for Lyman. Again, Luke's another one of our young fellas here, 7th grader. But he'll start the night out with a victory too. Good for Luke. And here we go, 182. We have Lancer Whitefeather for Todd County. He's going to wrestle with Gunnar Johnson. Gunner's an 8th grader here for the Lyman Raiders. Had a fair amount of varsity experience last year, and successful experience at that. And here we go. Gunnar gets in low. He's in good position here. Nice takedown. Very forceful. 2 points on that. Chad Johnson, his coach, his dad, encourages him to break down the hips on Whitefeather. We have blood time. We're going to have some blood time here. Blood clock starts. Have a little problem there with who to start the blood time for, but we got that straightened out. Again, just to pass on some information said earlier in this broadcast, I've been asked to announce that the state Oral and Terp contest, which was to take place in Watertown tomorrow and Saturday, has been postponed. The High School Activities Association is currently searching for a rescheduled date. Again, while we're cleaning up blood, I'd like to put in a plug for the Mid-Dakota Monster. This is the big Lyman tournament. It takes place here at the Lyman Gardens on Friday through Saturday, January 4th through 5th. Typically, we host about 24 teams, and many of the weight classes utilize a 32-man bracket and feature some of the fiercest competitors in the state. 8 wrestlers are placed on this in this tournament, and you're guaranteed to have a good time. We hope you can attend. That's January 4th and 5th. Okay, we're ready to resume the match with 1:37 left in the first period. Blood has stopped. White feather down. Johnson instructed on, and we start away. Johnson's got the 2-on-1 hooked up here. Stacks him up. There's near fall points. And there's the pinfall. So in 40 seconds, Gunnar Johnson records the pinfall in the 182-pound weight class over White Feather. We're down the last 3 weight classes of the night. Todd County should be sending out Blaine LaPointe. And Lyman has no one to send out, so this is going to be a forfeit. The point will pick up 6 points for the Todd County Falcons. And that'll bring our score to 54-18. We go to 220 pounds. Lyman's got a couple of options here, and it looks like we're going to go to Demery Hood. He'll be facing William Marshall. Demery's again, one of these young fellows on the team. He's a 8th grader. A lot of hand fighting here, pulling down on the head. Have an ankle pick there by Marshall, which was unsuccessful. Nice job of Demery getting out of that. Go back upstairs again. Official Dozark blows the whistle and picks up the leg band so someone doesn't slip on it. And we're back to action again with 1:30 left in the period. Again, a lot of hand fighting. Another low shot by Marshall to an ankle pick. 2 points for the near fall. He cuts Demery Hood loose. A 1-point escape scored for Hood. 2-1 is the match score. And we go again. We're under a minute left in the first period. Again, we're working the ties, the head ties, the hand ties. Marshall gets a knee pick and picks up 2 points on the takedown. Again, he releases Hood. Has about 35 seconds left here. Again, both wrestlers trading head and hand ties. 15 seconds left in the period. Again, coaches are always encouraging wrestlers to score in the last 15 seconds of a period. Let's see if we get something done here. Marshall gets another low shot in there. Hood holds onto him with a whizzer, tries to stay on his feet, and over he goes for 2 points. Marshall leads Hood 6-2 at the end of the first period. Green's choice. He says, let's go neutral. Again, more hand and head ties. Coach Johnson is instructing his young wrestler, don't reach and protect your lead leg. Reach with your scout arm. Back tying on the head again. Arm ties. Hood feigns a shot to that knee on Marshall. That worked pretty well for Marshall. Marshall feigns a shot, then takes one. 2 points are scored on the takedown. 8-2. He releases Hood. Hood bounces right back up. Score now 8-3. Emery's put on a good showing. Coach is encouraging him to keep his feet moving and don't reach. 45 seconds left in the second period. Hood needs to get his head improved here. You don't want your head underneath the other guy's chest like that. Circles, very nice job of that. Hand and head ties. We're under 30 seconds left in this second period here. Marshall again takes the low shot. There's 2 points. There's 15 seconds left. Coach Dean says stay on top of him. There's no sense in giving up an escape here. There's 5 seconds left. And at the end of the second period, Marshall leads by a score of 10-3 over Hood. Marshall set. Hood gets on. One point for the escape Marshall. He now leads 11-3. An 8-point differential makes a major decision. You would receive 4 points for a victory if it's a major decision. And Marshall's going to want to build on that. Obviously, Hood wants to slow him up here. Little head pressure. Hand ties again. Marshall uses a nice 2-on-1 tie. Hood stays on his feet, though. Good for him. 2 points. 13-3. Marshall threads a half Nelson. Turns Hood over. Here's back exposure. Near fall points. And there's the pin. So 5 minutes into regulation time, William Marshall scores the pinfall victory for the Todd County Falcons. And that sets up the final match of this duel. At 285, we have Waylon Marshall. And for Lyman, we have Jaden Biggers. Biggers had a tremendous season last year, finishing up with a 6th place finish at state. As I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, he's currently ranked at 4. But he and Marshall have had some pretty good matches over the past several seasons, so we'll see how this one goes. Biggers received several honors when we had the athletic banquet here, our fall athletic banquet in football, and Jaden enjoyed a good season of football as well. Again, a lot with the head and the arm ties and the positioning. Biggers keeps looking for a slide by on his left side, it looks like. We'll see if that pays off down the line here. Well, Marshall's not backing down to him. It's a good duel here between these two fellas. Back to the center we go with 30 seconds left in the first period. Biggers has got an overhook here on the left side. We're down to the last 10 seconds of the period. Both wrestlers are doing a lot of pushing around. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Well, we're scoreless at the end of one period here. Waylon Marshall defers his choice. He'll make it in the third period. Biggers chooses instead, and his selection is the defensive position, the down position. Let's see how that works out for him. Coach is saying you got to get first move on that, Biggers. Jaden is temporarily broken down, but he rebuilds his base. And again, Marshall breaks down his hips. Biggers needs to pop up here. Marshall's doing a nice job of getting out around the side and not getting dinged for stalling, but that gives Biggers an opportunity to get to his feet. Coach Johnson's a little bit upset with his wrestler's choice to work towards the boundary instead of working back in. He thought he should have had an escape there. It was close. There's a minute 22 seconds left here in this second period. Jaden's set here on bottom. Waylon covers, and we're going. Biggers holds his base. Now he's broken down. Hips up. Back on his base again. Two on one here. Nice choice by Waylon Marshall. He's got a half Nelson put in there. Biggers neutralizes that, though, in short order. And we're down to 45 seconds left in this second period. Looks like Waylon has a half Nelson in again. He's going to try to drive Biggers over. Biggers isn't having anything to do with that. 30 seconds. Biggers needs to get his hips up. Nice crossface there by Waylon Marshall. Tries to drive that in. I wonder if he's going to look for that leg and see if he can block that off. Just driving Biggers over. He's got Biggers on his back. Biggers is giving up near fall points here. There's 10 seconds left. And Waylon Marshall records the pin for the Todd County Falcons. That's going to bring our final score in this duel to 54-30. We're going to take about a 10-minute break here, and when we come back, we'll have the last duel of the evening, Stanley County facing the Lyman Raiders. And stay tuned to Raiders Live. It looks to me like maybe we're going to have an exhibition match here, folks. We'll see what we got. So we'll see who we got on the mat here in just a moment. Looks like Demery Hood maybe is out here. This appears to be Aiden Arcorin against Demery Hood. This match that we're going to see right here is an exhibition match. It doesn't count anything towards the team points, but it should help the experience of both of these young wrestlers. A lot of pushing there. Head ties, hand ties. Okay, here we go again. Demery doesn't have quite enough reach on that arm sweep to pick that knee. We saw that the taller William Marshall had pretty good luck with wrestling with him on that. We're off map. So with 30 seconds gone in the first period, wrestlers come back to center and we start again. A lot of pushing here. Let's see if someone can get under that and use some momentum to get a takedown. Oh, Demery lost his headgear again. Okay, here we go with under a minute. Slide by there by Arcorin. Another one. But no shot yet. Big heavy right hand there by Hood. Using the left hand, trying to find that leg again. Demery needs a little push-pull to get him to step forward and give him that knee. There's a nice shot by Hood. Not quite enough horsepower, though. Gives up the 2 points. Gives up the back points. And gives up the fall. So in the exhibition match, Eden Arcorin scores the pinfall victory in the first period over Demery Hood. And I believe that now will conclude the action in this second duel of the evening between the Todd County Falcons and the host Lyman Raiders. We're going to take about a 10-minute break here, and then we'll have the last duel of the evening, Stanley County against the host school Lyman Raiders. See you back in 10 minutes.
Thanks for all you do.
The Prairie Post in Presho, South Dakota is the area's premier convenience store stop. We are proud sponsors of all the boys and girls activities on Lyman Raiders Live. The Prairie Post has everything essential for your traveling needs and are tailored for fast breaks in your schedule. We have quality products and friendly staff, all devised for the demands of your travel. And if you have a few, stop in for some friends and fun at the Prairie Post. The Prairie Post in Presho, the area's best stop when traveling to or from the games in Lyman. Good luck in today's event.
For nearly 70 years, Iverson's has been a staple in the Mitchell community and the area's destination for the best selection of quality pre-owned vehicles and a full lineup of award-winning Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ford, and Ram vehicles. Iverson Auto is proud to be able to offer our stress-free, laid-back approach to car buying at 3 locations to better serve the local area. Check out Iverson Chrysler in Mitchell or Iverson Chrysler and Iverson Ford in Huron. View the entire 3-store inventory online anytime at iversonauto.com.
Right now is a great time to be planning for the next growing season. Fall fertilizer application can give your crops a strong start in the spring. Because the nutrients available and needed in each field vary, your Agtegra agronomist can help determine your specific nutrient needs and the benefits of applying them now. To optimize your inputs for next year's crop, contact your Agtegra agronomist for details or visit agtegra.com today.
Hutch's Cafe, located just off Interstate 90 in Presho, has been family owned and operated since 1967. Hutch's Cafe and Lounge is a true piece of Americana preserved where you'll enjoy a small town atmosphere with exceptionally warm and welcoming service. You will love their delicious food, including some of the best beef and cocktails in the Midwest. Hutch's is a proud supporter of all Lyman Raiders and Lady Raiders activities and invites you to stop in before or after the game. Everyone at Hutch's says, "Go Raiders."
Dakota Mill and Grain, located at 402 North Main Street in Presho, is your local grain warehouse and agronomy center. They are now a 110 shuttle load facility. During the harvest seasons, Dakota Mill and Grain can store your corn, sunflowers, milo, soybeans, white milo, and wheat. They will also provide you with high-quality fertilizer, pest control products, and chemical applications for all your farming needs. For questions, call manager Dave Cole at 605-895-2531 or stop by their location. Dakota Mill and Grain is a proud supporter of all Lyman school activities.
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
The Golden Buffalo Casino at Lower Brule is proud of our area youth for their competitive spirit and participation in the various high school activities. It takes dedication and commitment to be the best you can be. It's all about sportsmanship and not whether you win or lose, but how you play the game. The Golden Buffalo Casino is your winning destination for great food and more ways to win, more often. Our youth, our future. We at the Golden Buffalo Casino say thanks for all you do.
The Prairie Post in Presho, South Dakota is the area's premier convenience store stop. We are proud sponsors of all the boys and girls activities on Lyman Raiders Live. The Prairie Post has everything essential for your traveling needs and are tailored for fast breaks in your schedule. We have quality products and friendly staff, all devised for the demands of your travel. And if you have a few, stop in for some friends and fun at the Prairie Post. The Prairie Post in Presho, the area's best stop when traveling to or from the games in Lyman. Good luck in today's event.
For nearly 70 years, Iverson's has been a staple in the Mitchell community and the area's destination for the best selection of quality pre-owned vehicles and a full lineup of award-winning Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ford, and Ram vehicles. Iverson Auto is proud to be able to offer our stress-free, laid-back approach to car buying at 3 locations to better serve the local area. Check out Iverson Chrysler in Mitchell or Iverson Chrysler and Iverson Ford in Huron. View the entire 3-store inventory online anytime at iversonauto.com.
Right now is a great time to be planning for the next growing season. Fall fertilizer application can give your crops a strong start in the spring. Because the nutrients available and needed in each field vary, your Agtegra agronomist can help determine your specific nutrient needs and the benefits of applying them now. To optimize your inputs for next year's crop, contact your Agtegra agronomist for details or visit agtegra.com today.
Hutch's Cafe, located just off Interstate 90 in Presho, has been family-owned and operated since 1967. Hutch's Cafe and Lounge is a true piece of Americana preserved where you'll enjoy a small-town atmosphere with exceptionally warm and welcoming service. You will love their delicious food, including some of the best beef and cocktails in the Midwest. Hutch's is a proud supporter of all Lyman Raiders and Lady Raiders activities and invites you to stop in before or after the game. Everyone at Hutch's says, "Go Raiders."
Dakota Mill and Grain, located at 402 North Main Street in Presho, is your local grain warehouse and agronomy center. They are now a 110 shuttle load facility. During the harvest seasons, Dakota Mill and Grain can store your corn, sunflowers, milo, soybeans, white milo, and wheat. They will also provide you with high-quality fertilizer, pest control products, and chemical applications for all your farming needs. For questions, call manager Dave Cole at 605-895-2531 or stop by their location. Dakota Mill and Grain is a proud supporter of all Lyman school activities.
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
The Golden Buffalo Casino at Lower Brule is proud of our area youth for their competitive spirit and participation in the various high school activities. It takes dedication and commitment to be the best you can be. It's all about sportsmanship and not whether you win or lose, but how you play the game. The Golden Buffalo Casino is your winning destination for great food and more ways to win, more often. Our youth, our future. We at the Golden Buffalo Casino say thanks for all you do.
The Prairie Post in Presho, South Dakota is the area's premier convenience store stop. We are proud sponsors of all the boys and girls activities on Lyman Raiders Live. The Prairie Post has everything essential for your traveling needs and are tailored for fast breaks in your schedule. We have quality products and friendly staff, all devised for the demands of your travel. And if you have a few, stop in for some friends and fun at the Prairie Post. The Prairie Post in Presho, the area's best stop when traveling to or from the games in Lyman. Good luck in today's event.
For nearly 70 years, Iverson's has been a staple in the Mitchell community and the area's destination for the best selection of quality pre-owned vehicles and a full lineup of award-winning Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ford, and Ram vehicles. Iverson Auto is proud to be able to offer our stress-free, laid-back approach to car buying at 3 locations to better serve the local area. Check out Iverson Chrysler in Mitchell or Iverson Chrysler and Iverson Ford in Huron. View the entire 3-store inventory online anytime at iversonauto.com.
Right now is a great time to be planning for the next growing season. Fall fertilizer application can give your crops a strong start in the spring. Because the nutrients available and needed in each field vary, your Agtegra agronomist can help determine your specific nutrient needs and the benefits of applying them now. To optimize your inputs for next year's crop, contact your Agtegra agronomist for details or visit agtegra.com today.
Hutch's Cafe, located just off Interstate 90 in Presho, has been family-owned and operated since 1967. Hutch's Cafe and Lounge is a true piece of Americana preserved where you'll enjoy a small-town atmosphere with exceptionally warm and welcoming service. You will love their delicious food, including some of the best beef and cocktails in the Midwest. Hutch's is a proud supporter of all Lyman Raiders and Lady Raiders activities and invites you to stop in before or after the game. Everyone at Hutch's says, "Go Raiders."
Dakota Mill and Grain, located at 402 North Main Street in Presho, is your local grain warehouse and agronomy center. They are now a 110 shuttle load facility. During the harvest seasons, Dakota Mill and Grain can store your corn, sunflowers.
Well, welcome back, everybody. We're ready for the third and the final duel of the night. As official Dozark brings the captains up, I'd like to take just a moment or two here to mention a couple other things. Raiders Live will be broadcasting home events throughout this winter sports season for the Lyman Raiders. Make sure to catch December's contests on Raiders Live if you can't attend in person. We have Wrestling Parents Night next Thursday, December 6th. And then for girls basketball, the Lady Raiders are on the court Friday the 7th, Tuesday the 18th, and Thursday the 20th in this upcoming month of December. Boys basketball will be on the court Tuesday the 11th, and we have a doubleheader basketball action for you on Saturday the 15th. So a lot of sports here in the month of December. And again, if you can attend, we'd love to have you here. If you can't, we're here for you at Lyman Raiders Live. We should see quite a few matches in this next and last duel. Stanley County matches up fairly well with Lyman. I'll listen in here to see who reports. We would either have Chase Hansen or Tatum Walker that should step on at 106 for Stanley County, and the other, I suppose, at 113. Muirhead at 106 reports. And Chase Hansen reports for Stanley County. Bryson gets right after it. Big, powerful move. Sophomore here, or excuse me, junior here this year, sophomore last year. And you can see he's quite a little bit bigger than his opponent. Chase isn't backing down, though. He's going to give him all he wants here in this first period. Muirhead's trying to lock up a standing cradle here. Takes him down here. Scores 2 on the takedown. Muirhead immediately goes to a tilt position. Didn't get anything out of that. He'll roll a arm up underneath, walk over. He's got a bar arm over here on the right side. Trying to get him tilted here. He's being very patient. Does not want Coach Dozark, does not want official Dozark to break this up. Okay, here's the hammerlock position again. Cross faces. Muirhead gets on his toes, runs that around. And there's back points here. Muirhead uses a Turk to elevate the leg. He's got 3 near fall points scored, but let's see what goes with the rest of it. Under 30 seconds here in the first period. Muirhead will be looking to slide a half in here, I would think. Hansen's doing an excellent job of keeping one shoulder off the mat. And there's the 3-point near fall for Muirhead. Nice job on Hansen denying him a pinfall on that. We'll go to the second period. Green defers. Stanley County defers. No, excuse me. Lyman defers. Stanley County says we're going to go neutral. So we'll be on our feet again. Muirhead uses a little snap down move, picks up a leg here. See if he can finish that. There you go. There's 2 points on the takedown. Goes to a cross face. Looks to scoop Hansen into his lap, maybe for another near fall. Got an arm bar over here on the right side. Muirhead looks to walk this around and score some points on this. And there's the back exposure right. No, not quite. He's going to post that arm up. There we go. Elbow deep on the half. Hansen's doing a good job staying off his right shoulder over there. But Muirhead has that in pretty deep, so 2 minutes and 59 seconds. Sorry about that, folks. Little disconnection there. We have, in this 113-pound match, Tayton Walker for Stanley County versus Kellen Griffith of Lyman. Griffith with the 2 points. Kellen's got a nice looking arm bar over there. Get off your knees and run it around. That's what the coach is telling him. There you go, Tim Burr. That looks pretty tight. And again, like Muirhead, looking to post that far arm and go elbow deep with the half. And there it is, pinfall victory. Nice way to start the season for Kellen Griffith. 38-second pinfall. We're going to go to 120. Trey Frost, an experienced wrestler here for Stanley County against Shiloh Mowry. Shiloh made a nice trip to the state tournament last year, collected 1 victory in first round wrestlebacks, and he's hungry for a placement this year at state. So let's see how we get the season started. Frost is a lankier 120-pounder than Mowry. Mowry looks like he's a little bit thicker in the arms and chest. "30 seconds into the first period. Both wrestlers are working on their ties. Nice little fake there. Mowry gets in a shot here. And Trey Frost straightens him out. Nothing. They go off mat. And 45 seconds have expired. Mowry puts a couple nice head fakes. He's in deep this time. It was close, but referee Dozark says they're off mat. Frost with his shot, Mowry with the counter. He's got a head and arm here. See if either one of them can score with this. And a reshot by Mowry. Nice job on that. Swims around. There's the first 2 points scored. Big crossface by Mowry. Goes to a butcher position, looking for exposure here. But Frost comes to his feet and right into a head and arm by Mowry. And there's the pinfall. In 1 minute and 28 seconds, Mowry of Lyman with the pinfall over Frost to Stanley County. And that brings our dual score to 18-0. We go to 126 pounds. Lyman has a couple of options here, either Rory McManus or Tance Wagner. We're going to send Rory out on this. Rory should be picking up the forfeit as Stanley County shows open. And with that victory by forfeit, it brings Lyman's team score to 24. We go to 132 pounds. Let's see what we have here. We're going to put Wagner on the mat against Caven Holly. Wagner is bumping up. Weighed in at 126. He's going to move up to 132 to move the lineup up. Just looking at the two of them, Holly looks to be a little bit taller. A little bit bigger wrestler. Coach Johnson is telling Wagner, stay in the circle, circle around, let's stay on the mat here. Again, we're working the head and the hand ties here. A little head pressure. Try to wear the guy out. Holly attempts a throw here, but since he throws Wagner out of bounds, he's cautioned for a stalling. Wagner does a nice job with the hand ties here. Keeps in good position. Nice elbow tie. Holly passes that off, takes a shot. Wagner does a nice sprawl. He's got position here. He's looking to see if he can get around behind him for two, and there it is. Nice job. Wagner secures a 2-on-1. He's going to try to bring him right back to the mat. Nice job on that. And now he's looking to secure some kind of a half Nelson or some sort of a turning move. Wagner's got that 2-on-1, but he really kind of needs to get out to the side so he can run that. Picks up the leg here. Another nice call. Wagner's had a really, really good-looking first period here. Holly's set. Official Dozark says, get on, Wagner. Let's see what we got. Immediately hooks up an armbar, lets that go. Holly's trying to do a switch here, but he's countered by Wagner. Wagner drives him forward, Coach says keep skinning him forward. You'll find something here. Keep driving him. Holly's got a leg here. He's building himself up. We might have a reversal situation here. No. However, official Dozark says neutral position. 1 point is awarded to Holly. And so we're 2-1 at the end of the first period. Wagner defers his choice. He'll choose in the third period. And Holly chooses down. See what Wagner has from advantage position. Nice ankle picker to counter. Drive him forward, keep him on the mat, knock him down. Oh, Holly does a nice little skip there, comes to his feet, scores the escape, and now we're at 2. Oh, and Holly just pulled Wagner on top of him, but they're out of bounds, and no points are scored. That was a very exciting 15 seconds of wrestling. Here we go. Wagner changes his level. Wants to get below Holly. Good choice here. And then we go back to the tie game. Wagner has a tricep tie over on the left side. Breaks the tie off now. Coach is encouraging don't reach. Move your feet, don't reach. Wrestlers are fighting for head and hand position here. Really some nice work with a head position by both of these wrestlers. We're down to 50 seconds here left in the second period. No one seems to be advancing the tie. Wagner's been tenacious in this match. Really a nice job, but he's going to get called for stalling here, for backing off the mat. So both wrestlers are now sitting with a stall warning. Coach Johnson is telling referee Dozark that he's not real happy about that call. Wrestling continues here. We're down to 23 seconds left in this period. Again, positioning with the head. We're down to 15 seconds. Coach is always telling you, you've got to score in the last 15 seconds of the period. Pants looks a little heel heavy here. He needs to be moving more. We go to the third period. Wagner has his choice. Let's see where he goes on this. He says, Coach Youthy is telling him, let's go neutral position here. So we're both on our feet. Both of these wrestlers have a stall call against them, and so they're going to have to get busy here. Or referee Dozark will wind up nailing one of them with a stall call. Holly definitely looks to be the more frustrated of the two wrestlers. And Wagner keeps gluing on to his hands to stop his progress. Again, Wagner with a nice sprawl here, and he's trying to spin around and get those 2 points. Nothing right now. Coach is saying stuff his head down, get around. High-leg it, get around the corner on him. Wagner looks like he's going to roll this right up in the back points if he stays driving. There's 2 points for Wagner right there. The place explodes. 4-2. Holly executes a Granby roll for a 1-point escape. Now we're 4-3. Wagner appears to be backing out, and he better be careful with that. Otherwise, referee Dozark will have none of it. Pants' head is in bad position here, but Holly hasn't been able to score with it yet. Holly definitely looks to be hanging here. And he's saying he just can't get position. He tries a throw here, and he finally executes this throw. There's 2 points for the takedown, and he's scoring back fall point or near fall points here. Cans comes back to his belly. We're down to 20 seconds. Wagner's trying to limp arm out of this. 8, 7, 6, 5. There's the 3 near fall points right there. And time expires, giving Holly the victory in this 8-4. But that was an outstanding match. We have the Lyman crowd standing up and applauding the efforts of this young wrestler, Tance Wagner. He really put in a good effort. Exciting match to watch that. With just a 4-point differential, Wagner gives up 3 points on that decision. And that brings our match score to 24-3 in favor of the home Lyman Raiders. We go to 138 right now. Matt, ask Allie who Fort Pierre put on the mat. Lyman bumps Tyrone Oldenkamp up to 138, and he'll be wrestling with Levi Stover here. Tyrone's in nice and deep on this. There's the takedown 2. Boy, that's textbook. Very nice job. Oldenkamp is a very strong wrestler, and he had his moments last year. Sometimes his issue, though, is he tries to get ahead of himself. And right now, he looks to be very, very patient with Stover. Stover comes to his feet, but is not broken loose yet. Oldenkamp returns him, but he's kind of got his legs hooked up in a bad way here. And he gives up the reversal right there. We have a potentially dangerous hold. No points on that, but the action is stopped for fear of hurting one of the wrestlers. So we're tied up at 2-2 on that reversal position. Oldenkamp gets a good start, but he didn't clear his arm. And Stover latched right onto that and followed him through. Stover here with an opposite side half, but there's a nice fireman's carry here. Let's see if Oldenkamp can bring this off. He needs to pull his head out of the back here. He's pushing Stover's legs off. There it is, right there. There's your reversal 2. We have 25 seconds left in this period. This has been a dandy 2. And Stover's back to his feet again, 2-on-1, and immediately is returned by Oldenkamp. We're under the last 15 seconds here. And again, Stover comes to his feet, but this time it looks like his hands are free. Oldenkamp needs to return him or cut him loose. 5 seconds left. There's the 2-on-1 and a return again. And time expires here in the first period. Oldenkamp holds a 4-2 advantage. Stanley County defers. Stover defers. And Oldenkamp says, let's go neutral again. So here we go again. Both wrestlers very patient. They had a lot of wrestling in that last period. It's early in the season, and you always question what kind of condition your wrestlers are in. Oldenkamp has a big, heavy right hand over there, switches it over to the left hand. Just expired 30 seconds here. Coach says, Oldenkamp, please don't extend your arm that way. You'll let him underneath it. Keep your elbows down. Stay off your heels. Oldenkamp's got a nice level change. Here it comes if he can finish it up. Pull it in. Pull it in. There's 2 if he can finish this. There it is. 2 points. Oldenkamp has an arm there if he holds on to it, but he's going to let go of that and try to force a half. Stover is tenacious about coming back to his feet. Tough wrestler here. And Oldenkamp has just been called for stalling and caution. And then yields the escape. So it's 6-3, 30 seconds left. Coaches are encouraging Oldenkamp to stay on it. Don't back off here. Shot by Stover, but Oldenkamp hooks him up with his leg and his arm. He's got a cradle here if he can step over that. Takedown, he's got at least 2 near fall points. We're running out of time here. That looks like that's what it's going to be, so there should be a 2-point near fall on this. That's what referee Dozark is holding up. And we're 10-3 going into the third period. Stover says, I'm going to take advantage position. We'll put Oldenkamp in the defensive position to start this third period. Let's see how that works out. Coach Johnson is encouraging Oldenkamp to come to his feet immediately. Stover's inside of Oldenkamp's pockets. He's trying to lock up a 2-on-1, it looks like. We have a Turk position here by Stover, and he's trying to sweep the crossface, but he's not quite able to get enough leverage on that, and Oldenkamp bellies out on it. There's a lot of time elapsing here. Stover switches off, goes to a 2-on-1. Oldenkamp comes back to his base. That's a good call. Stover immediately throws in a crossface. Stover's trying to set up a far side cradle here, but he's hanging his head, and I just wonder if Coach Johnson is telling Oldenkamp, go head hunting on this. Big crossface there. Referee Dozark says, that's okay. Tough match. Let it go, boys. We're down to the last 40 seconds here. Stover is running out of time, and he knows it. I wonder if he's going to cut Oldenkamp loose and see if he can throw him. Nothing on that. We're down to 30 seconds. 1 point stall call is charged to Oldenkamp, probably because he's ahead. And he's not making a great effort to come off the base position. Both guys are kind of tied up like a pretzel down here. Doesn't seem like anyone's trying to score points. And the advantage is clearly with Oldenkamp. As time runs out here in the third period, it's going to be a score of 10-4. Tyrone Oldenkamp has a nice victory. Both those wrestlers look to be a little bit chippy at the end of the match. I think probably both of their coaches are going to have a talk with them and say, you need to settle down. Wrestle hard on the match and on the mat and let it go at that. Leave it out there. J.D. Carter takes the mat at 145 pounds for Stanley County, and Jacob Hofer at 145 for Lyman. Carter has a nice takedown for 2. He holds on to the arm, builds his way up on Hofer, and Hofer wisely turns down, but not before yielding 2 back points, 2 near fall points. Carter's working really hard to go up inside the pockets here underneath the arms. And right now, well, hold on that. He's trying to set up some sort of an arm bar or a hammer lock, and Hofer wisely squared up with him, got his hips up, stop his motion. Nice little throw action here by Carter. He's got Hofer on his back, and that's it. Nice match there for Carter. Valiant effort there by Hofer. 55 seconds, J.D. Carter with the pinfall victory for the Buffaloes. And we go to 152 pounds now. Stanley County shows open at this weight class, and Lyman should be putting Blake Broderick up. So Blake Broderick will pick up the forfeit at 152 for the Raiders. And that brings the match score to 33-9. We have 6 weight classes left tonight. We're at 160. Stanley County send Isaac Cliff to the mat. And at 160, Lyman will send Isaac McManigal. Again, Isaac is a 7th grader, first year in the varsity lineup. But you don't get any varsity experience on the mat if you don't start someplace. So here we go. Single leg takedown here by Isaac Cliff. And he releases McManigal for the escape, 2-1. Isaac Cliff again, in on the shot, double leg takedown this time. Puts the half Nelson in and puts him right to his back. 2 points, near fall points, and pinfall. A 30-second victory for Isaac Cliff. And that brings our dual score to 33-15. We go to 170 now. Reed Wyzorek for Stanley County steps on the mat. And Gunnar Johnson is going to step on the mat for the Lyman Raiders. It seems like we've been calling Gunnar's name for a longer time than we have. He's only an 8th grader. But he has quite a little bit of experience in this sport, quite a bit of success with it. Covered position nicely there. Changes his level. Getting a little toe heavy, but he gets his feet turned around. It's good shape there. With 30 seconds elapsed, here we go. I think by the way he's wrestling, Wyzorek thinks he has a little bit more reach than he does. Gunnar's really quite long-armed, and I think Wyzorek just found that out. Nice shot by Wyzorek. He's blocked off, though, by Johnson. Johnson whizzers here. And there's the takedown. Nice takedown there by Reed Wyzorek. And he just holds Johnson in a position to pick up the back points. No, he does not. Dozark says not enough exposure. Off the mat they go. We got 44 seconds left here in this first period. Johnson quickly sets in the defensive position. Referee Dozark says on. And action continues. Reed is trying to get some leverage on here to pry an arm loose, and he gets it done here. Johnson, though, pulls it right back in. Wyzorek counters with a cross face. Now uses a head lever over here. He's going to try to pop his head underneath there, or else, no, it looks like he's going to go to an armbar position. He's going to stretch that out, walk around the head, and Johnson wisely bellies out again. and saves himself from being in a near fall position. A smart period of wrestling there by Johnson. Wyzorek had some really good ideas, just couldn't quite take care of it here in the first period. Johnson says, let's go neutral. Johnson changes level, no points scored here. Referee Dozark says, no harm, no foul. Let's get back on the mat, boys, back to the center, and let's go again. Wyzorek would like to push right in and pick that leg up. Johnson's been pretty good about sprawling back so far, but he's been out of bounds a couple of times here. I'm sure that official Dozark's looking at that. Couldn't quite see what it was, but Wyzorek accomplished a throw there and scores 2 points on the takedown. Johnson takes the defensive position again. Wyzorek's told to take advantage. And we resume wrestling again. Score is 4-0 in favor of Wyzorek Stanley County. Wyzorek's trying for some sort of a tilt here. Johnson is trying to wiggle that arm free and reverse the position here. And referee Dozark says, no one's doing anything here. No progress is being made. Let's restart this in the center of the mat. So with 52 seconds left here in the second period, we have a restart. Wyzorek uses kind of a modified arm chop over here on the left side. Johnson holds his base. Keep wondering when Johnson's going to attempt a knee slide here on his left side. You can see his left foot there. Going to do a little modified short sit and pull that leg out. Wyzorek's sitting on it now, though. Trying to hook up a three-quarter Nelson, and he seems to have that. Johnson's short time here, and he's going to flatten out on this thing. No points scored. Wyzorek tries to get an inside cradle hooked up, but he's out of time. We're going to go to period 3 with Wyzorek and Stanley County leading 4-0 over Johnson. Wyzorek tells his coach, let's go bottom on this. And Coach Heller, long-time experienced coach, says, you bet. Sounds like a good idea. Johnson covers to the advantage position, and we're off and running here in the third period. Johnson's trying to force a half in here. Wyzorek's using kind of a tripod to get up and then a little bit of a knee slide. Pop his hips out of there. Johnson's trying to force a half on him again. Drives him forward. Johnson's high here, and his coach is telling him as much. Get back behind him. But Wyzorek's got an arm here, and now he's got a leg. And Johnson is going to try to counter with a power half on the opposite side. He won't turn him with this, but he's trying to get back in the position. He should use a whizzer now with his left hand, with his right hand. I think Coach Johnson's telling him, stuff the head, let's get back behind and restart this. Johnson is doing some really nice wrestling for being on the head. And he recovers position nicely here, trying to dig a cross face with his right hand. Now goes into a guillotine position. But Wyzorek's having none of that. He's going to flatten out. He's sitting on a 4-0 lead. Johnson has to be the aggressor here. Wyzorek is warned here for stalling. No points. Just a warning. And now Wyzorek is given another stalling. This is 1 point for Johnson. It's a 3-point match, 4-1. Johnson's trying to turn him with this. Reach back, a cross face. Nice power half here by Johnson, but he's running out of time to turn it. Right choice, though. And this match is going to end 4-1. Really nice job by both wrestlers. Wyzorik comes out with a 4-1 decision. Johnson wrestled a good match against him. Well done. And that brings our team score now to 33-18. And at 182, Stanley County is open. At 182, Lyman will send Luke Anderson out to receive the forfeit and put 6 more points on the board. And that should bring our score to 39-18. And with 3 weight classes left, that just cements the victory, team victory for Lyman. They'll start the night and the season with a 2-0 dual mark. At 195, Blaine LaPointe, Nate Nelson, better be on the right team. Stanley County, Nate Nelson will pick up the forfeit as Lyman has no one to offer at 195. So with 2 weight classes left on the night, it brings the team score to 39-25. Check that, 39-24. Sidney Tubbs will take the mat at 220 for Stanley County and wrestle with Demery Hood of Lyman. Tubbs versus Hood. Tubbs is definitely the aggressor here. But Hood is in the better shape here. He's got a head and arm locked up on the front. Now can he score off that? Tubbs comes to his feet and gets a restart. So with 30 seconds elapsed, here we go. Again, Tubbs pushes. Hood counters by circling back in. Tubbs has the leg, he gets the takedown, he has his feet inbounds, he scores the takedown, and it looks like he's going to have near fall points. No indication yet from Dozark. No, official Dozark says no on that, just 2 points on the takedown. So Hood takes the defensive position, covered by Tubbs. Nice move by Demery to square up. He's in a reversal position. He needs to bring Tubbs to the mat. Here's the head and arm. Can he execute it? Yes, he can. He throws him down for 2 takedown back points. And can he get the pinfall? He's got 49 seconds. There's a little bit of space on that left shoulder. Coach is saying, look at the ceiling, count the lights there, Hood. There you go. There it was. Coach Johnson is trying to instruct Hood to lift the head, but he really can't hear him. He's on the opposite side of the mat. And we're down to 10 seconds. Tubbs stubbornly keeps his shoulder off the mat. And it looks like Hood's going to get the 3 points on the near fall and take the lead 5-2, but not secure the pinfall. On choice, Hood says, let's go neutral position so we're both on our feet. As we start this second period of wrestling, Hood ahead 5-2. And here we go. Still a fair amount of pushing here. These are big boys, and they're exerting a lot of force on each other, but nobody at this point is picking anything up in terms of anything that looks like a takedown. But we'll see how the period progresses, because both of them will probably likely start wearing out. Coach Johnson is encouraging Demery Hood to bring the head down. Don't just hang on the head, snap it to the mat. So we'll see if that starts working Demery's way. Now we're down to 45 seconds left here in the second period. Oh, Demery gets behind him. It looks like he's going to have 2 points if he can bring him to the mat. Nice trip move, and he's got a half Nelson in. He's got 2 points. Hood increases his lead to 7-2. Now he's trying to set up a power half here. Coach Johnson is encouraging, put your power half in on the left side and then step your leg over to the left side. Demery switches off. He goes to an arm and a crossface over here on the right side. Doesn't look like any points this period, but Hood again has had a really good period here and leads 7-2 going into the third period. On choice, Tubbs elects to go advantage position. Hood sets on bottom. And referee Dozark says, let's wrestle. Hood needs to face up with Tubbs, and he seems to be doing that. But he gets his belly broken down. He needs to pop his hips up, and that's what Coach Johnson is telling him to do. Get your hips up. Again, holding a 7-2 advantage, I don't think that referee Dozark is going to allow Hood to cover up on the bottom for any length of time. Hood brings his hips up, though, and that's going to help his cause. But immediately Tubbs breaks him down and is trying to use a cross face to turn him, and he succeeds in doing so. Tubbs is trying to get chest to chest, and he accomplishes this and gets the pinfall victory in 4 minutes and 51 seconds. Good match there by Demery Hood. Excellent victory for Sidney Tubbs and a come behind. It brings our team score to 39-30, and we put the big men on the mat. So Dylan Endress of Stanley County with Jaden Biggers of Lyman. Let's see what they have to offer. Well, once again, we're going to try to put ankle bands on the big guys, but they usually don't stay on for any length of time. In fact, Endress's fell off immediately. And here we go. At this point, Biggers is content to push Endress around. Endress counters with his own strong right hand, and he changes levels into a double leg shot. But Biggers hustles around the corner and keeps him from scoring. Here we go again. That was a pretty impressive exchange by two big guys. Again, we're digging hand and head position here. Biggers seems to be trying to set up a slide by. He just needs Endress to push. Endress is strong with that big left hand, and again drops into a double leg situation. He gets closer to it that time, but Biggers is able to keep him from accomplishing the takedown there. Been an exciting first period here for big guys. Not in a small part due to Endress. Okay, somebody's looking to get thrown here. Let's see. Nope, they break it off. Both wrestlers are reaching, and I don't think either coach is too impressed with that. Nice head snap by Endress. Down to 20 seconds left. With 16 seconds left in the first period, we reset. And here we go again. Oh, Biggers changes level right on the buzzer. No points scored. We're scoreless. Stanley County has choice. He says he'll take advantage. Biggers is on the bottom. Let's see what Jaden's got. He's content with Marshall to stay in his base. Let's see if he's willing to move more off the start this time. Endress goes to an ankle. And has a leg vined up. Biggers hooks an elbow, but is not able to pull off the elbow roll. Biggers comes to his feet, however. Biggers posts his left leg out, pops up, but then again, Endress takes him right back down to the mat. 40 seconds have elapsed here. Here we go again. Biggers sets himself up again. We'll look for a leg post. There it is. Fights the hands. He's looking to pop up. There's a nice scoot out, nice job, and a reversal. 2 points and back points. Referee Dozark has counted 4-5. Question is now, can Biggers finish the pin? Coach Johnson encourages him to pull Endress back closer to the mat. Biggers has to keep his legs inside the circle. And that's the pinfall victory right there. So Jaden Biggers caps off the night for the Raider victory with a pinfall. No, I am sorry. That is not at all what was called by official Dozark. He simply called him off the mat. So it's 5-0. Biggers again takes Endress to the mat. And he's going to try to seal the deal right here. And that's it. So sorry for the premature call there. Biggers wraps up the business here with 13 seconds left in the second period with a pinfall victory over Dylan Endress. And that concludes tonight's duel. We'll hang out here just for a minute to see if we have some exhibition action, because I think Stanley County's got a couple extra boys here. Final score on this duel is 45-30. I would remind you that the next Raider Live broadcast will be a week from tonight, with the Lyman wrestling team hosting the Sully Buttes Chargers and the Miller Highmore Herald Bandits in a Parents' Night Triangular. The first duel is slated to begin at 6 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time on Thursday, December 6th, 2018. And I hope you can make it. Have an exhibition match here with Kellen Griffith. Kellen pounds the head, looks for the leg. And we're off the mat. Pretty good 12 seconds of wrestling right there. Let's hope this continues. Here we go. Nice head pressure. Kellen's looking for a leg here. Got a cradle here. But he's also given up his own legs, so we got to see where we go here. Griffith recovers position without yielding back points, and we keep wrestling. We're under a minute left here. Griffith works to pry the hands off. He needs to get his hips up. We'll restart this. Kellen with a nice scoot around the corner there. No call yet. Now it's 1 for the escape. Plot thickens, 2-1. Griffith is really trying for a throw here, but unfortunately doesn't quite have enough horsepower on that. Just 5 seconds left in the period. Time. And so in this exhibition match, Griffith trails 1-7. It follows the sit out well. Boy, this is quite a scramble right here. No points, but Griffith appears to have the cradle locked up if he can get it turned over. There it is, right there. Knee in the side, coach is saying. He's got near fall points out of this. The question is, can he get the pinfall out of it? He still has the cradle lock, so no points are going to be given until he either breaks the cradle lock. And there it is. 3 points are given. 3 near fall points, bringing the score to 4-7. Griffith has got another cradle locked up here. Roll his opponent back if he can, but he's got to make sure he doesn't give up a leg while he's doing it. Switches off. Okay, we're going to go 2-on-1 here. And Kellen looks for the half on the other side. Stretch it out, coach says. Stretch it out, stretch it out. Goes instead again to the cradle, but he's got his body in a bad position here, and he gets reversed. Now the question is, can he get bellied out? And he does. So now we got a score of 9-4. His Stanley County opponent has a nice arm bar hooked up here. McKellen again keeps his base, looks away. Needs to build his base back up here. Down to 5 seconds left. And that'll be time. Go to a third period in this exciting 4-9 match. Griffith chooses neutral position. This has been a dandy. Kellen hits a nice sprawl on that. Get some head pressure on there. Head and arm. Needs to stretch that out. Stretch it out. Wraps it up into another cradle. There it is, if he can get his hip to it. Oh, he gives it up instead. And is down by 11-4 with 1:20 left. No back exposure yet. There's the back exposure. No, not yet. There it is. Griffith is trying to wiggle himself loose here into a reversal position, but he has given up near fall points. And he does get himself out of it, but not before giving up 3 near fall points. He's trying to do some sort of a neck wrench here to bring his opponent to his back, and he does. And he's got the pin. If he elevates his head, he should come up with a pinfall here. That's pretty tight. Boy, it sure looks like a pin from here. There it is. Nice come from behind victory for Kellen Griffith in this exhibition match in the 3rd period. Outstanding experience for both these young wrestlers. Looks like we're going to put Rory McManus on the mat. He'll have an exhibition match as well. Boy, and a wild finish there. Rory picks up the 2-point takedown on that. Very aggressive, punches his half in. Needs to stretch that out. Latches onto the 2-on-1. Coach Cade Johnson is encouraging him to stay on his toes. Coach Cade Johnson coaches the middle school wrestlers. And like a number of the youngsters that competed tonight, there are a number of middle school wrestlers here. Rory is one of them. Nice thigh block here. And he is almost got his opponent. There he is in the near fall position. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Rory needs to settle his hip, elevate his head, and finish his pin here. I'm sorry if I cannot supply the name of these Stanley County wrestlers. I don't have access to that. I'm sorry. And the fans get to see another pinfall victory. Luke Anderson now for Lyman has a exhibition match, it appears. It's really good to get these young fellows out in front of the home crowd. Start building that experience early. The teams get behind them too. We want these young fellows to have an opportunity to grow into great wrestlers for their programs as they get to high school and as they advance through the ranks. Well, neither of these fellows seem to want to reach too much. Crowd and teammates are yelling encouragement. I would like, however, to see one of these young fellows attempt the super duck that somebody called out. 2 points for Stanley County here. Luke needs to get his base built up, and he does. Peel the hands. Coach Youthy for the Raiders encourages Luke again to get his hips up. He does. Hasn't got out of trouble yet, but he's working his way up. Posts a leg. Knee slide to be good here. There you go. Reverses position. Can he get a half Nelson in here? A pinfall victory for Luke Anderson. And the bench erupts. Looks like Isaac McManigal is going to have a exhibition match here too. Maybe? Standing at the table anyway. I kind of wonder what Isaac would think if Coach Luke Henniger stepped out on the mat to go with him. Here's another young fella going to get a little bit of experience on the varsity mat. I think this is probably the last one of the night by the look of the bench. Well, nothing from either wrestler yet, just some hand ties and a little bit of circling movement. Coaches are both kind of trying to direct their wrestlers a little bit. Again, you can tell these are pretty inexperienced young fellas out here. McManigal uses extreme pressure on the head of his Stanley County opponent. The Stanley County opponent goes to the leg. But they break off and there's nothing there. Well, here we go again. Seconds left here in the first period of this exhibition duel. Manigal uses a lot of head pressure again if you just get a leg here. I think Coach is probably a little concerned about the reaching, but at this level it seems like it's not hurting him. McManigal defers. And Stanley County's coach indicates to his wrestler, let's go neutral position. We need to work here. So here we go again. McManigal again with extreme head pressure Now if he can find a leg. And both coaching staffs are encouraging their young wrestlers to go for the leg, not to just stay on the head. McManigal looks to have a takedown secured here if he gets behind, and he does. Gets behind the arms of his Stanley County opponent. Isaac is picking up some back points here. Has some kind of a modified butcher, it looks like, maybe. Referee Dozark indicates that an illegal hold, an illegal headlock, apparently, was done by McManigal. 3 points were scored on the near fall, and 1 penalty point was given to his Stanley County opponent. We have 48 seconds left in the second period. Isaac goes right back to work again. And more back points. Yeah, if he can get that arm posted out. Trying to post the left arm, get chest to chest. He's getting encouragement from the crowd. Post the arm. We're down to the last 5 seconds of this period. And there's the pinfall. I believe that's our last exhibition match of the evening. Or perhaps not. Looks like Kellen Griffith is prepared to check in for one more match. Yep. Well, again, I hope you've enjoyed this broadcast tonight if you're watching at home. Raiders Live will be broadcasting home events throughout the winter sports season for the Lyman Raiders. The calendar for December events includes the Parents' Night Wrestling Triangular next Thursday, the 6th of December. We have girls basketball on the 7th. And then later in the month on the 18th and the 20th. The boys' first home basketball will be on Tuesday the 11th, and we'll have a girls and boys basketball doubleheader for you here on Raiders Live on Saturday, the 15th of December. Well, again, Kellen Griffith on the match. I don't know who his opponent is from Stanley County. Griffith looks for a pry here on the back leg so he can get around behind for 2 points. And that looks like that should be the takedown right there. He's behind the arms, but leg position is working against him here. I keep looking for him to use a head and arm on that. A blood time here. 31 seconds left in this first period of this exhibition match. Again, viewers, to plug the Mid-Dakota Monster. That event will be hosted here at the Lyman Gardens on Friday through Saturday, January 4th and 5th. You can expect to be you can expect to see approximately 24 teams here in attendance. You'll see 32-man brackets, and it will feature some outstanding wrestlers from throughout the state. Lyman places 8, so it's a full day of wrestling on Saturday for placement matches starting around the noon hour and through the afternoon. There's a tremendous amount of top-level wrestling, and you're guaranteed to get your money's worth if you attend. You are cordially invited to. And if you can't make it, we'll have a Raiders Live broadcast for you to watch in the comfort of your home. Okay, we return to this exhibition match. Kellen Griffith for the Raiders leads 2-0. And the time runs down in the first period with Griffith of Lyman leading 2-0. Griffith with a nice attempt for a reversal. Sit-out position. Back to his base. Tries to secure hand control. Needs to be careful here. Griffith with a 2-point reversal. It appears we have another match to follow here. I believe it's Dace Lunderman. He hasn't wrestled yet tonight. He's warming up behind the Lyman bench. Looks like we have blood time again. Assistant Coach Henninger stuffed a plug in his nose, and we're ready to go again. Cut the blood time. And here we go, 40 seconds left in the second period. Griffith picks up right where he left off. 2-on-1. Uses a hammerlock. And bars that up. The chicken wing. Chicken wing and a wrist, and here we go, around the head. 10 seconds. Nope, referee Dozark says that's potentially dangerous. That arm has slipped too far. Another good exhibition match to watch. We're out of time with this. And here's the third period of wrestling. Griffith snags that leg and rolls his Stanley County opponent right to his back. Referee Dozar counts off the back points, and that looks like a pin. So a third period pinfall victory for Kellen Griffith. Kellen's had a really good evening here tonight. And now we put Dace Lunderman on the match for Lyman. Near Falls Stanley County 2. Stanley County has very busy hands here. Looking to wrap up an arm bar, 2-on-1, something that's going to give him an opportunity to pry Lunderman over. Lunderman's attempting to roll belly out and succeeds in doing so. Stanley County opponent hooks up a half, it looks like. Nope, he's just got a kind of a seat belt here. 2-on-1. Buries a half. Lunderman peels that off. Half Nelson here by Stanley County, and he succeeds in turning Lunderman to his back. Lunderman bridges, attempts to pull a half Nelson off. 12 seconds left, short time. Come on, Dace, hang in there. 5, 4, 3, 2. It appears the teams now are going to shake hands and call it an evening. It's been my pleasure to be your host tonight. And again, the next Raiders Live broadcast will be a week from tonight for the Lyman Wrestling team hosting Sully Buttes Chargers and Miller Highmore Herald Bandits in a Parents' Night Triangular. The first duel, again, is slated for 6 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time on Thursday, December 6th. We certainly hope you can make it. If you can, of course, you can catch us here on Raiders Live. This is D. Scott Muirhead signing off. Drive carefully tomorrow and this weekend. It looks like we have some winter weather moving in on us. Until we see you again, good evening.